Please also visit the Red Hawk store located behind the bleachers on the score table side for all your Roberts Wesleyan Red Hawk gear. Students, make sure you swipe your Roberts Wesleyan ID card when attending any basketball game this season for a chance to win prizes. Ladies and gentlemen, the NCAA, the East Coast Conference, and Roberts Wesleyan College promote a positive game environment and good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials in a positive manner. We do not condone racist, sexist, homophobic, or other discriminatory comments, profanities, or any other intimidating action on the basis of one's appearance, identity, or perceived identity, or for any other reason directed at officials, spectators, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives. Any of these actions will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and the use of tobacco products are expressly prohibited, including e-cigarettes and the like. Be loud, be proud, be positive, and enjoy today's contest. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome courtside the Roberts Wesleyan College cheer team. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's basketball game. Today's contest is between the University of Bridgeport Purple Knights taking on your Red Hawks from Roberts Wesleyan College. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise? Gentlemen, please remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what if I told you there's a decision? And I made one, you see. Because I came to Roberts Wesleyan College, I found a better me.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's meet the starting lineups. Introducing first the Purple Knights of the University of Bridgeport. At guard wearing number 2, Nicole Johnson. Also at guard wearing number 5, Cameron Miley. At guard wearing number 10, Aurelie LeBlanc Lawrence. At forward wearing number 42, Evelyn Hoffner. And at center, wearing number 20, Samuel Bonley. Head coach of the Knights is Jen Carlton. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are your Red Hawks. And guard, she's a junior standing 5'8" from Syracuse, wearing number 4, C. Square James. Also at guard, she's a freshman standing 5'9" from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Wearing number 5, Taya Andrews. At guard and junior standing 5'6" from Owing Mills, Maryland. Wearing number 12, Brooke Fields. At forward, she's a freshman standing 6'0" from Buffalo out west, wearing the double 1, Emily Miller. And at forward and junior standing 5'10" from the densely populated area of Fairport, wearing number 21, Lucy Cove 3. Head coach of the Red Hawks is Mr. Gary Andrews, assisted by Marissa Bunce, Brittany Williams, Samantha Courtney, and Jack Sweeter there, Rosati. Ladies and gentlemen, fired up, it's time for some basketball. Are you ready?
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There's the starting lineup for both of the teams today. The matchup is between the Roberts Wesleyan Red Hawks and the University of Bridgeport Purple Knights. Just to go over it again, for the Purple Knights, it's going to be number 2, Nicole Johnson, number 5, Cameron Miley, number 10, Ariel LeBlanc-Florent, number 20, Samuel Vonley, and 42, Evelyn Ovner. For the Red Hawks, we're going to be number 4, Nasita James, number 5, Taya Andrews, number 11, Emily Miller, 12, Brooke Fields, and 21, Lucy Coveley. The Red Hawks are coming off a very nice win against the District of Columbia 2 days ago on the 1st. They won 83-70. And the University of Bridgeport, they are on actually a 2-game losing streak. They lost on the 25th of January to NYIT, 52-70. And then they lost yesterday to Damon, close one, 5 points, 78-83. So it should be a pretty close matchup here today, so we'll see how things go. Girls are about to line up here for the tip-off. And we'll see how it goes. It's Emily Miller with the tip-off for the Red Hawks. And Bridgeport wins the tip-off. So there's a pass down low. Ball's knocked out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Bridgeport basketball.
Possession arrow is going to stay with Bridgeport. Get the ball under their hoop. So long pass out to Kara Miley. She passes down to the corner. And there's a long 3, no good, but rebounded. There's another shot that's no good. That was rebounded by CC James for the Red Hawks.
You can see the height on that one offensive rebound by Samnell Vonley. Stands at 6'5".
So that was no bucket on the Red Hawks end. So Cameron Miley for Bridgeport, she has the ball back up top. She passed it up. They're looking down low. There's a long 3, pulls up. No good.
And we're going to have a ball on the bounce off the rim. It hit the suspension wire, so that's technically out of bounds. Red Hawks with the ball.
So CC James passing it off to Emily Miller. Passing up for a 3-pointer. No good. That was Taya Andrews. So the breakaway for Bridgeport. No good, and turns the ball over. Back in the hands of CC James with the Red Hawks.
Now that's just a sloppy up-court press by the Purple Knights. Red Hawks take advantage.
So Lucy Coley back to Tay Andrews. Back up top to CC James, see if she can get something going here. She pulls up for the shot. No good. Rebounded by the Purple Knights. So still 0-0 here. Looking for the first bucket. And there's the first bucket for the Knights, 2-0. 8:12 left to play. That was Cameron Miley. So 8:05 left to play here in the first quarter. CC James trying to bring it all the way, and she does. The Red Hawks get on the board.
Love the way Brookfield's able to drive.
There you go. That was my error. Thank you. So Nicole Johnson, she passes it down to the corner, back up to Nicole Johnson for the Purple Knights. And another shot down for the Knights, and that was good.
What a quick shot from Evelyn Ovner. She had that for maybe a third of a second. She got that off quick. Nice shot.
So Taya Andrews passing it off to Emily Miller. She's looking for an open shot. Back to Taya Andrews. Spin move. Pass it back to Emily Miller for a three-pointer. And it's no good. So Purple Knights with the ball, trying to push the ball way up the floor, down in the corner. And they pull up in a shot. Very nice play by Nicole Johnson. Lead goes to 4 for the Purple Knights, 6-2 with 7:03 left here in the first quarter. So Emily Miller with the ball. She's passing up to Brooke Fields. And there's going to be a foul on the play.
A foul is going to be on Sam Nell Von Lee. Her first and the team's first. She's kind of bumped into Fields after the shot. Don't think it was intentional. She just kind of lost track of her footing.
3 shots at the line for number 12, Brooke Fields.
So Brooke Fields at the line, 2 shots. 3 shots, excuse me. She misses her first. This is her second. Let's see if she can get one in here.
That's very unlike Brooke Fields.
And she hits her third one. So it's 6-3, Purple Knights, 6:50 left to play here in the first quarter. So Cameron Miley with the ball, off the screen. She's looking to put it up. Gets through 2 defenders, but the bucket doesn't go. Very nice pass down to Emily Miller on the breakaway. So 6-5.
Seems like that's what the Purple Knights have been trying to do on their possessions. The Red Hawks hits right back, showing how it's done.
Absolutely. And the Knights answer. That was by Arielle LeBlanc-Florent. Her first bucket on the day, 8-5, 6:14 left here to play, first quarter. Brooke Fields with the ball, looking to take it all the way, and she does. Very nice play by her.
That was like an unscripted ISO play. Tay Andrews came up for a double pick, and Fields just like, all right, there's an open pane, I'll take it.
Very nice play. So Omner looking for somebody down low, can't find it. They pass it up to the big center, Vonley. Miley with the ball, she pulls up, passes it back. And that was a bucket by Nicole Johnson. Excuse me, that was Evelyn Ovner, her second bucket on the day. So Cece James passes it up to Taya Andrews, back up to Lucy Coley. She goes for the 3, hits the rim, but with a very nice offensive rebound by Cece James. Shot clock gets reset. She looks to drive all the way to the hoop, puts it up, and it's good. 10-9, pulls the Red Hawks within 1. 5:03 left here to play in the first quarter. So Ovner with a nice pass down low to her teammate.
And Roberts Wesleyan help side defense really has to step over there. They were both on either side of the block and left the paint completely open. Tay Andrews got caught up on the top, and on the back door, there was no help side.
That bucket was by Cameron Miley. She had a wide open shot, but there goes Brooke Fields again, right to the hoop on the left side. Pulls it back within 1.
7 points now for Fields.
So Cameron Miley for the Knights, bringing it back down. Long 3-pointer by Nicole Johnson. 15-11 Knights. That gives her 5 points on the day. Cece James looking to take it all the way, but it's no good. She gets her own rebound, tries to pass it off to Emily Miller. She gets it before it goes out, puts up the shot, and she drains it.
Emily Miller from the backyard.
So that's where Roberts Wesleyan has been struggling a little bit this year. They don't necessarily have a quote-unquote big that's able to be big under the paint. Emily Miller is one of those for the Red Hawks, but because she's more built as a guard, she's able to shoot that 3.
Evelyn Ovner, first personal, team foul. number 2, and we have
Evelyn Ovler, that was going to be her first personal foul, second team, and it looks like we're going to go for a timeout here.
It's time for
and so we're going to go off for a second. We'll be back in a moment.
Honey, I made you lunch.
That's my mom. Same lunch every day. Well, that's perfect lunch.
Salvatars.com.
p.m. featuring half-price boneless wings, milkshakes,
and so we're back here for RWCSN. It's 15-14 in favor of the Purple Knights. 3:52 left here to play in the first quarter.
Red Hawks have looked pretty good here in the first quarter. They seem to be doing a lot of isolation, more particularly with James and Fields. Just driving and going right to the basket. And it's been working for them more times than not, but would really like to see them try to pass the ball around. I know Cobley's coming off a very hot game from beyond the arc, so if they can get her going, then the Red Hawks can possibly start to pull away on this one, though they're trailing by 1 at the moment.
So it's a Red Hawks ball under the hoop, pass in to CCJ. Oh no, excuse me, that's going to be Brooke Fields.
Kinsey Brand has checked in for the Red Hawks.
Fields passes it down. He's passed it back up to Fields. She has to drive to the hoop, puts it up, rims around, no good. Purple Knights with the rebound, and they're pushing it back up the floor. And Riley passes over to her teammate for a 3, and she drains it.
3-point bucket is good.
That bucket was by Arielle LeBlanc-Fort. So it's 18-14 Purple Knights, 3:14 left here to play. Field passes it down to Emily Miller, back to Andrews, and she answers.
What a pass by Emily Miller. She had to drive, and I don't think she even saw Tay Andrews behind her. She just knew she was there.
Purple Knights try to answer, no good. Kinsey Brandt with the rebound, looking for her teammate, Emily Miller, but it's intercepted by the Purple Knights. So a turnover there. Cameron Miley pushing it back up the floor. She puts it up, but can't finish. Taya Andrews grabs the rebound. She's looking around the floor, seeing what's going on. Passes it up to Emily Miller. She finds an open lane, and no good on the finish.
See, again, this is the Red Hawks. They're getting in this bad habit of just passing it to somebody up top and having them drive to the paint. It was working for them early, but the defensive adjustment has been good for the Purple Knights.
Cameron Miley just tried to make a pass down low to her teammate, but she couldn't finish, so the Red Hawks with the ball. Kinsey Brandt for a 3-pointer. Hits the rim, no good. So back up the other way again. Cameron Miley pulls up, and she hits it. 20-16, 2 minutes left here to play in the first quarter. Purple Knights still up. So Brooke Field with the ball up top, passing it off to Kinsey Brandt. Emily Miller takes it all the way. She gets the shot up. It's no good, but there's going to be a foul called.
Foul called on number 42, Evelyn Obner, second personal.
Foul's going to be on Evelyn Obner. It's going to be her second personal, team third. So it's going to send Lucy Coveley to the line to shoot 2. Sinks her first one.
James comes back in for the Red Hawks in place of Fields. Nady Pending will be coming in for Coveley. A couple substitutions for the Purple Knights as well. Anastasia Williams. And
Lucy Coveley for 2 at the line.
believe it was Sophia Ermadou. Yes, Ermadou.
So Cameron Miley again. Up top of the ball, she passed it off. There's a long three by LeBlanc Florent, was no good. CC James pushing the ball up the floor. Spin move by Taya Andrews, and she finishes. So ties the game up at 20. It's her second bucket of the game. 1:10 left here to play in the first quarter. So three-pointer by the Knights to see if they can sink it. No good, but they get the rebound back. Another three. It's no good. It looks like there's going to be a foul called.
And on the Purple Knights as well.
Foul called on number 33.
So it's going to be on number 33, Anastasia Williams, her first personal, her team fourth.
Roberts basketball on the baseline.
So it's Roberts basketball under the hoop with 55 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Tie game, 20-20. So Nady passes it off to Emily Miller. And Lucy Cobley sinks the three. 23-20.
Redhawks finally with a lead, nearing 30 seconds to go here in the quarter.
Miley with the ball back up top. She's looking to drive, looking for some help. And they answered. Purple Knights answered with another three. That was Nicole Johnson. That was a two-pointer, so 23-22, 17 seconds left here to play in the first quarter. Let's see if the Redhawks can get one more basket. CC James off the screen. Oh, she looks to take it all the way by herself, and she gets the roll. 25-22.
Wonder how long that's going to keep working for the Redhawks. They finish out the quarter with that James drive, but I'd really like to see some plays set up here in the second so they can start accepting.
So we're going to go out here for a second. We're in between the first and the second quarter, and we'll be back in a moment.
Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what does better look like? Any counselor can discuss the mind-numbing effects of depression, but I have a confession. A better counselor can look past a message, give a lost soul direction. Any nurse can scan and study an EKG, but a better nurse is one that can break the chains of a patient's anxiety. Any businessman can learn the secret to increase revenue, but a better one is giving back to spur a community to pull through. Any educator can teach to pass a test, but a better one is those challenging the struggling without neglecting the rest. Any lawyer can process the papers to finalize a foreclosure, but a better one is finding the solution to help the client to start over.
We're back here with Roberts Wesleyan women's basketball. Beginning of the second quarter, we have 25-22, Redhawks in the lead. CC James for the Redhawks, trying to take it all the way, but she loses it. And it looks like it's going to stay with the Redhawks.
Redhawks may have gotten away with it there. When Tay Andrews tipped that ball, to me, it looked like her foot was well across the baseline.
Yeah, I think they did. They got a good call there. So CC James pulls up, doesn't get the roll. So LeBlanc Florent with the ball for the Purple Knights, trying to get the screen from her teammate. Looking for something down low. Spin move, can't finish. And that was a bucket by Reese Ovner. It's going to be 25-24 in favor of the Redhawks still. CC James passing it off to Kinsey Brandt. Passing it back off to James, looking to get the screen. Tay Andrews passing it back. And it looks like it's going to be a double dribble call. So Purple Knights ball. So it looks like the Red Hawks got a hand on that, turned over. But Brookfield's trying to save it, goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Purple Knights.
I think that might be a makeup call for the last one. Fields wasn't out of bounds when she picked that up, but Louise Avner just was walking right toward her and didn't give her any chance to get in play. Almost pushed her out of bounds with her body.
So Emily Miller checks back in for the Red Hawks. Avner, the inbound passer, she gets it into her teammate, Ermadou. Passes back to LeBlanc Florent. Avner passes back to LeBlanc Florent. Avner puts it up, and she drains it. So 27-25 puts the Purple Knights back on top by 2. A little over 8 minutes left here to play in the second quarter. Emily Miller gets the ball back from her teammate, and she's able to answer. So tie game, 27-27. Emily Miller has 7 points on the day. So Ermadou with the ball. She's looking to drive all the way, and she gets stuffed.
Cobley, nice block there, but unfortunately the Red Hawks turn it right away again on the pass up.
So Johnson with the ball for the Purple Knights. She passes down to the corner. So Nicole Johnson looking for something open. Avner puts it up, hits the rim. The Purple Knights get the offensive rebound. So shot clock reset. And it looks like it's going to be a foul on the Knights.
Louise Avner with an offensive foul away from the ball.
So that's her first personal. Team first.
Sam Vonley checks back in.
So 7:13 left to play here in the second quarter. Tie game, 27-27. CC James running the point, passes back to Emily Miller. Lucy Colby looks to take it all the way, can't finish. And another turnover. CC James with the breakaway. Let's see her finish here. And she does. 29-27. Red Hawks back on top. It's a very nice play.
CC James with the quick hands caught the offender off guard.
LeBlanc Florent tries to pass it down, and big center down low.
Beautiful pick and roll.
Pass goes by Sam Vonley. Game tied up again, 29-29, 6:20 left to play in the second corner. Fields tries to pass down to her teammate, nothing open. Emily Miller gets the ball back, puts it up, but doesn't get the roll. Vonley with the rebound. Back up. LeBlanc Florent. And there's going to be a foul called on the Red Hawks.
First team foul and the first on Lucy Cobley.
2 shots at the line for Vonley.
So Vonley going to the line for the Purple Knights to shoot. She sinks her first one. Vonleh sinks her second as well, so she extends the lead to 2, 31-29. With just under 6 minutes left here to play in the second quarter. So Brookfield's trying to take it all the way. She gets fouled.
Foul called on number 10.
It's going to be a number 10 on LeBlanc Florent. Her first personal, team second. So Field's going to line for the Red Hawks to shoot 2. She hits her first. 31-30. Knights. She hits her second as well. Ties the game up, 31-31. She has 9 points on the day. We have 5:45 left here to play in the second quarter. And Brookfield with some very nice hustle there. Trying to get the turnover, but hits the ball out of bounds.
Thank you.
So Avner passes it into Ermadou. Passes it back to LeBlanc Florent. Pass it right into the hands.
She broadcasted that pass.
Fields tries to take it all the way for the Red Hawks, but it's no good. Purple Knights with a big three-pointer, no good. Lucy Cobley got the rebound there, got it back to her teammate, CeCe James. She stutter steps, tries to bring it all the way, and she does. Count the bucket and the foul.
That's the third foul now on Sam Vonleh. Team third as well, or part of their action. That's only her second.
Second personal, team foul number 3. One shot to line for CeCe James.
CeCe James going to line for the Red Hawks, see if she can finish her three-point play.
Morgan Caution comes in for Bridgeport. The junior out of Baltimore, Maryland.
Misses the foul shot.
Redhawks uncharacteristically shooting poorly from the free throw line today.
So Miley passes off to her teammate again, and she drains it for the 3. That looks like it was
Sophia Ermadou.
There you go.
Gives the
Thank
Knights a
you.
lead as well.
34-33. So Emily Miller puts it up, and she gets the roll. The Red Hawks answer, 35-34. 1 point game here. 4:33 left here in the second. Ermadou gets the ball back up top, back to Miley, back to Ermadou. Shot clock down to 10, she puts it up. And it hits above the glass, so no good.
Media timeout.
And we're gonna have a media timeout here, so we're gonna go off for a second, and we'll be back in a moment. You're watching Roberts Wesleyan College Women's Basketball.
Honey, I made you lunch.
That's my mom. Same lunch every day. No, that's perfect lunch.
Salvatores.com.
And we're back on with Roberts Wesleyan College Women's Basketball. We have a 35-34 game in favor of the Red Hawks. A very good game here. 4:15 left to play in the second quarter. Still in the middle of a media timeout.
As a general reminder, this is a double feature for you tonight. women's basketball first. After this game, we'll have a men's broadcast for you between Bridgeport and Roberts Wesleyan as well. To watch that game after this game concludes, go right back to our website, athletics.roberts.edu. Head on the upcoming events tab towards the top, and you'll see the men's listing. Click on the video screen, or the video button, and it'll pull you to our YouTube channel.
So we had a quick turnover there by the Red Hawks. Purple Knights tried to take it down, but they lost it out of bounds, so back to the Red Hawks. So Brookfield with the ball up top. Pass it over to Emily Miller. Lucy Coley for the three. No good. So Miley with the ball for the Knights. She's passing it off to Ermadou. They're looking down low. Pass it back to Miley. Right in the middle of the paint. She puts it up. Puts the Knights back on top. 36-35. 3:25 left here to play in the second quarter. Kinsey Brandt trying to call the play for the Red Hawks up at the top. Pass it to Emily Miller. She pass it down to her teammate who can't finish. That was Taya Andrews with the attempt. Miley looking for one of her players down low. First attempt is no good, and the second goes, and there's going to be a foul called.
Number 21, Lucy Cobley.
Lucy Cobley had the foul for the Red Hawks. That's going to be her second. Team second as well. And Morgan Caution sinks her shot at the free throw line. So it's 39-35. Purple Knights in the lead. Emily Miller with a three again. Tries no good. Rebounded by Miley. Miley passes it in the middle to her teammate. She puts it up. No good. Kinsey Brandt with the rebound.
That's a shot you have to finish. Wide open in the paint.
So Nady tried to pull up for the three. Still can't hit. Red Hawks been having a hard time beyond the arc today. Miley pass it to Obner. Pass it down into the corner. Back to Miley. And there's going to be a foul called.
Foul called on number 20, Say-So Nady.
Foul is going to be on number 20, Sarah Nady. That's her first personal, team third. So Purple Knights with the ball. Obner looking for her teammate. Pass it into Ermadou. Miley picks up her dribble. Passes back to Ermadou. Moving the ball around, trying to find some in the middle, but another foul called. So two quick fouls here for the Red Hawks. Looking like it's going to be on Emily Miller, her first personal, the team fourth.
Say no shooting fouls, so the Purple Knights with it under their own basket.
And Miley finds a wide open teammate, Anastasia Williams, under the hoop.
Now that is the worst thing that can happen when you're the Red Hawks. An inbounds pass, and the big is standing wide open in the paint under the basket. You have to have somebody there.
She had nobody near her. So Miley has the breakaway, and she finishes. So two quick baskets here. It's 43-35, favor the Purple Knights. 1:31 left to play, and there's going to be a timeout for the Red Hawks.
30-second timeout.
It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep you here for a moment.
Purple Knights on a bit of a roll right now, and not that they're not playing well, but the Red Hawks are really just seem confused on the defensive end, and they're not really making good defensive plays. last thing that the Red Hawks want before halftime is to let the Knights really start to pick up some momentum, which they are. That timeout was, you know, the epitome of let's try to stop this momentum and get our feet back from under us.
And again, Red Hawks tried the pick and roll. Emily Miller couldn't finish there. Miley passed up to Ermedy, passed it down in the middle. Back to Miley. She tries to bring it all the way and doesn't get the roll, but and there's going to be a traveling call.
Roberts basketball.
Roberts going to have the ball. Emily Miller comes back in for the Red Hawks. For Kinsey Brandt. So 1:07 left here to play, second quarter, 43-35, Purple Knights. Brookfield's with the ball. She looks to take it all the way. Again, can't finish. So Brookfield gets hit to the floor, trying to block. Put the full court press there. Ermedy with the ball for the Purple Knights, 45 seconds left. She drives to the paint, has and that's about the second or third real nice play that the Purple Knights have had down low. And that's going to be Anastasia Williams for the Purple Knights. So the lead is now to 10, 25 seconds left to play. Red Hawks could really use a bucket here to go into halftime. CeCe James, she's bringing it all the way down to the end. 10 seconds left. She tries to get the screen from Emily Miller. Can't finish. Miley with the breakaway. Gets a strip by James and no good. So here we are going into halftime. Again, the score is 45-35 in favor of the Purple Knights. You're watching Roberts Wesleyan College women's basketball. We'll be back after halftime.
In honor of
Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what does better look like? Any counselor can discuss the mind-numbing effects of depression, but I have a confession. A better counselor can look past the message, give a lost soul direction. Any nurse can scan and study an EKG, but a better nurse is one that can break the chains of a patient's anxiety. Any businessman can learn the secret to increase revenue, but a better one is giving back to spur a community to pull through. Any educator can teach to pass a test, but a better one is those challenging the struggling without neglecting the rest. Any lawyer can process the papers to finalize a foreclosure, but a better one is finding the solution to help the client to start over. Any doctor can fill out a prescription, but a better one helps their patients see beyond their affliction. Any athlete is driven by competition, but a better one encourages no matter their position. Any pastor can plan a church event, but a better one reminds their church that God is present. Any artist strives for perfection, but a better one inspires through creativity, divine connection. But what if I had a suggestion? One that begs the question that settling just for any isn't an option. But what if I told you there's a decision, and I made one, you see? Because I came to Roberts Wesleyan College, I found a better me.
And we're back here at the Voller Athletic Center for the Roberts Wesleyan Redhawks women's basketball game against the University of Bridgeport Purple Knights. We're just going to go over a few first staff stats here real quick. It's 45-35 in favor of the Purple Knights. The Redhawks got killed in the first quarter on the boards. They had 27 rebounds for the University of Bridgeport compared to 11 for Roberts Wesleyan. The Purple Knights, they also had 14 assists compared to the Redhawks 5. So the University of Bridgeport, they're playing some really good, they have some really good teamwork going on there. Neither team's shooting really good from beyond the three-point line, 33.3% for University of Bridgeport and 18.2%, 2 for 11 for the Redhawks.
Waiting back for 2, Taya Andrews.
But Taya Andrews goes ahead and she just hit a 2-pointer right there, so she pulls the Redhawks back within 8.
Joe is just on the line.
I thought that was a 3-pointer there for a second, but I guess not. So 8:50 left here to play. The second half.
Now, one stat I really do want to mention that you, or go over again,
3-point bucket is good.
that you had just mentioned as that three-pointer set, was the assist ratio with the University of Bridgeport, 14 assists in that first half, and Roberts Wesleyan only 5. You mentioned Bridgeport playing a very good team offense, but as we were talking about through that first half, Roberts Wesleyan just seems to be driving to the paint. They're really not passing the ball around and setting up plays. There's another long 2 for the Redhawks from Fields, but they're really not playing a whole lot of team offense. It's just a few passes, somebody drives to the lane, and if they're open, shoot.
The University of Bridgeport as well. Every player that was on the floor in the first half had at least 3 points. So it's some really good teamwork there. But Emily Miller on the breakaway from the assist from her teammate. She gets the bucket, so pulls the Redhawks back within 7, 48-41. Purple Knights still on top, 7:46 left here to play in the game. There's going to be a foul called on the Redhawks.
Foul called on number 4, CC James, first personal.
That foul is going to be on CC James. It's going to be your first personal, team first as well.
2 shots at the line.
So Ronley hits her first one. She hits her second as well. So lead goes to 9, 50-41. 7:30 left to play here. Vonley, that was 6 points for her. So Tay Andrews with the ball, looking for her teammate Emily Miller. She's not open. She gets the screen, she drives into the paint, picks up her dribble, passes it out to CC James. CC James trying to go into the hoop. She puts it up, can't finish. And Miley gets the ball for the Purple Knights. So she pulls the ball up the floor, pulls it back out. She drives into the paint, passes it out to the center. Brookfield with the breakaway. She looks like she's taking it all the way. And there's going to be a foul called on her.
Foul called on number 10.
Foul's going to be on LeBlanc Florent.
Second personal.
That's her second personal, team first. So Field going to the line to shoot. She hits her first. Cuts the lead down to 8, 50-42. And she hits her second as well. So 8 points for her in the day, 50-43 Purple Knights. So Miley gets the ball back from her teammate. Trying to dribble, trying to find somebody open. Pass. Montfort gets him back, passes it over to Miley. She drives on the baseline, passes back out, 3-pointer. no good. And the Red Hawks get the ball back.
Great defense by the Red Hawks in that possession.
Emily Miller passes out. Brooke Fields, and she sinks it.
From the backyard, it's Brookfield!
Very nice shot by Brooke Fields. So lead is cut down to 4, 50-46. Little over 6 minutes left here to play.
And 16 points now for Fields.
Miley passes back to Ovner. She's down in the corner. Miley gets the ball back up top. She drives 6 on the shot clock, but there's going to be a foul called.
Foul called on number 12, Brookfield.
It's going to be on Brooke Fields, her first personal, team second. So Miley going to the line to shoot 2.
And it looked like it was almost from 3, but they'll say that that was a 2-point shot, so only 2 shots.
She gets the first one to roll. And she sinks her second. 52-46, that's 12, that gives her 12 points on the day. 5:45 left here to play. Red Hawks down by 6. Brooke Fields with the ball. Tay Andrews almost gets it taken away. She picks up her dribble right in the middle of the paint, passes it off to Emily Miller, but can't quite finish. She ended up on the floor on that play. But Miley looks like she was looking for somebody, but nobody was there. It got passed right into the team bench.
Red Hawks quick substitution. Morgan Patton coming in for Miller. She lost her shoe and needs a second to get it back on. Lucky she didn't hurt her ankle as well. You saw her slip and slide down there, and that was because she lost her shoe.
Yeah, I thought I saw something go flying. Wasn't sure what happened.
She picked it up back when the Red Hawks were getting back on defense. She just threw it at the bench.
Foul called on number 5, Cameron Miley, first
So it's going to be a
personal.
purple night foul
Team
on
number
Cameron
2,
Miley, her
2
first
shots at the line for
personal,
number 12, Brooke Fields.
second team, so Brooke Fields going to the line again. And she easily hits her first.
And Miller right back into the game after lacing up.
And she gets a second one to roll. So lead cut down to 4, just over 5 left here to play. 52-48 Purple Knights. So Miley passes it over to Ovner. And a nice pass down low into the paint to her teammate Miley for another easy basket. 54-48. That was her second basket, 4 points for Miley. So Emily Miller easy gets around the defender. She answers, keeps the lead only at 4.
And not sure what the Purple Knights were thinking there. Miller drove baseline. She had a player contesting her, and she just pulled off her. Just basically let her walk to the basket.
3-second violation.
And there's a 3-second lane
Roberts
violation.
basketball, and we
So the
have
Red Hawks are going to get the ball back.
Immediate timeout.
And there's going to be immediate timeout here, so 54-50 in favor of the Purple Knights. 4:29 left to play. We'll be back here in a minute. You're
It's time
watching
for
Roberts
Tricky
Wesleyan
Trivia.
College women's
Today's
basketball.
contestant is Abby.
Bill Gray's is serving up fresh food that's made to order and just for you. Voted Rochester's best burger and fish fry, we're the hometown favorite that will make you say, "Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's."
And we're back here at the Voller Athletic Center at the Roberts Wesleyan College women's basketball game. Coming off of a timeout, it's 54-50. Red Hawks are down by 4. 4:29 left here to play. And the Red Hawks are going to have the ball. CeCe James with the ball for the Red Hawks. Passing it down to Miller. She gets it back from Taya Andrews. Their shot is waved off. Looks like there's going to be a foul away from the ball.
Foul called on number 33.
Foul's going to be on Anastasia Williams, excuse me.
Roberts
It's
basketball.
her second personal, team third.
Kick violation. Roberts ball.
Kick on the inbounds pass. Roberts Wesleyan will try that one again.
So CeCe James gets it into Lucy Covely. She passed out to Emily Miller, which can't finish.
Miller missed that one, but that was a great look by Covely. She was going up for the shot, realized that it was too contested, and a great second chance pass over to Miller.
So Miley drives baseline, puts it up, but she has two people there, but gets her own rebound. And somehow manages to come away from that with the ball. So she pulls it back out. We'll try again. And the Blanc Florent put the jumper up there, couldn't quite finish again. The Red Hawks getting killed on the boards there. So the Purple Knights are getting a third try with a fresh shot clock. It's now at 19.
Goes right back to that rebounding differential through that first half. Bridgeport led in rebounds 27-11.
So after Red Hawks, they finally get the ball back. Brookfield's bringing it up the floor. Emily Miller passes it down to Tate Andrews. She pulls up and turns around, hits the shot, pulls the lead to 2, 54-52. Purple Knights, 2:45 left to play. Miley pulls up, hits the rim.
Another
But
offensive board. Red Hawks have to figure out a way to box out.
So Miley got the ball back. She put it up, can't quite get the roll. And the Red Hawks get the rebound. So Purple Knights only had one attempt on that play. So Field bringing it up the floor. She has a wide open lane and lays it right in on the right-hand side.
Part the Red Sea.
She ties it up, 54-54, under 2 minutes left to play. She had, I don't think the Purple Knights even saw her coming down the floor there. But the Purple Knights go ahead and answer. That was Nicole Johnson. So 56-54, but a timeout's going to be called by the Red Hawks, understandably so. And we're going to keep you here. It looks like it's only going to be a 30-second timeout. We're actually going to go to a break here. It's going to be a full timeout. So you are watching Roberts Wesleyan women's basketball. I'll be back in a moment.
Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what if I told you there's a decision? And I made one, you see. Because I came to Roberts Wesleyan College, I found a better me.
And we're back at the Voller Athletic Center with Roberts Wesleyan women's basketball. We have a close game going here, 56-54. Red Hawks down by 2, 1:40 left to play.
It's here in the third quarter.
So Brookfield, she's looking to drive all the way to the hoop. She puts it up. Can't finish. Purple Knights get the rebound.
Again, the Red Hawks are setting up basically isolations. That one wasn't necessarily an isolation because there was a pick there, but it was just another drive from the point guard.
And a very nice play in the paint. That was our Anastasia Williams. And a little turnaround jumper and put it right in, a couple feet from the basket. So 58-54. And Lucy Cobley answers. She has 7 points on the day, cuts the lead to 2, 58-56, 42 seconds left to play. Purple Knight ball. Opener gets the ball back up top, passes it again into the middle. And there's gonna be a foul, and the basket is good. That is not what the Red Hawks wanted. So puts the lead back to 4. Foul's gonna be on Emily Miller. It's gonna be her second personal, team third. So Williams is gonna go to the line to shoot. And she makes her shot, so lead goes to 5, 61-56, 30 seconds left to play. So a little over a second between the shot clock and how much time is left on the scoreboard. Fields, the high scorer of the game with 20 points, has the ball up top. She's gonna run the clock down. Five seconds left. She gets the screen from Emily Miller. Puts the layup, but no good. And there's a shot clock. There's going to be a shot clock violation.
Leaves 0.2 seconds.
Not much you can do in 0.2 seconds.
A complete shot. The record is 0.3 seconds. So the only way that any basket or points could count right now is if it was a tip.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the third quarter.
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So the score after the end of 3 is 61-56, favor of the Purple Knights. You are watching Roberts Wesleyan women's basketball here at the Voller Athletic Center. We will be back later.
Phil Gray's is serving up fresh food that's made to order and just for you. Voted Rochester's best burger and fish fry, we're the hometown favorite that will make you say, "Gimme, gimme, gimme Phil Gray's."
We're back here at the Voller Athletic Center for the start of the fourth quarter for the Roberts Wesleyan Red Hawks women's basketball game. It's 61-56, very good game here going. So we'll see what the Red Hawks can do here to finish up the fourth quarter, see if they can pull out a win.
You know, we were just talking in that break. Notice that Sarah Nady really hasn't been in the game today. She did come in for a time, but she hasn't seen a whole lot of playing time today, and she's a player that usually is on the floor for, you know, 2/3 or 3/4 of the game. So I wonder if she's sick or she's not feeling well. Even during that in-between quarter timeout while the team was all gathered in a huddle, she was kind of sitting towards the end of the bench, you know, by herself. She doesn't seem like she's in like a miserable mood or anything, so it doesn't seem like she's just, being benched for some sort of a disciplinary reason or she's not playing well. She seems happy, but I wonder, if she's sick, maybe she twisted an ankle or something. Hopefully we'll try to find some of that information out.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened with her. We'll have to see if we can get some information from the coach after the game. So Kinsey Brandt is at the line for the Red Hawks. She misses her first shot.
After a foul from Nicole Johnson, that was her first, and obviously team's first of the quarter.
Same on the second. Around the rim, no good.
Again, the Red Hawks not shooting well from the free throw line today.
Sovner with the ball at the elbow. Ball back, passes it down to center. And the shot gets put up, and it's good.
Evelyn Ovner.
Evelyn Ovner at the basket there. That she has 6 points on the day, pulls the lead back to 7, 63-56 Purple Knights. So Tay Andrews has the ball. She picks up her dribble. Emily Miller gets it back. The three-point line, but it's no good. So it's going to be Purple Knight ball.
Out of bounds, Bridgeport basketball.
So CC James coming back in for the Red Hawks. So LeBlanc for him, passes it off. And it's going to be a turnover. It's going to be Red Hawks ball.
Yeah, Brooke Fields fell right back down on it, and quickly Gary Andrews calls a timeout to maintain the possession.
That will be immediate timeout.
So we're going to have immediate timeout here. 63-56 Red Hawks, 8:48 left here to play in the fourth quarter. You are watching Roberts Wesleyan Red Hawks women's basketball. We will be back in a moment.
Today's contestants are Erica.
Honey, I made you lunch.
That's my mom. Same lunch every day. No, that's perfect lunch.
Salvatores.com.
And we're back here at the Waller Athletic Center for the Roberts Wesleyan Red Hawks women's basketball game. There's 8:48 left here to play in the fourth quarter. Good game going. The Red Hawks are currently down by 7, 63-56. The Purple Knights are going to have the ball. So CC James, she's looking for an open lane. The shot's going to be waved off, it looks. There's going to be a foul called.
Foul called on number 4.
It's going to be on Louisa Ovner. It's going to be her second personal, team second. So CC James is going to go to the foul line. She's going to get 2 shots.
But again, that's just another time where James, she dribbles it up the floor and then she just takes it herself. And when the Red Hawks are down, now 63-57, but you're down by 3 possessions. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to set up some sort of offensive play game.
Yeah, it's very opposite play of what the Purple Knights are doing. They've been doing a lot of teamwork, setting plays, and it's been reflecting on the scoreboard. So CC James hits both of her shots. 63-58.
And even if it's not a matter of setting up plays, but at least passing and trying to set screens and, get shots off, rather than drive after drive.
And there's going to be another foul down low.
Foul called on number 11, Emily Miller.
It's going to be on Emily Miller. It's going to be her third personal. Team first. So Anastasia Willem is going to the line for the Purple Knights. She sinks her first. Lead goes back to 6. She misses her second, so the lead stays at 6. Tay Andrews with the rebound. A little over 8 minutes left here to play. CeCe James again with the ball. Again, tries to take it herself, can't get the roll. So Ermadou with the ball up top. Pass it up to Obner. Down in the corner, she comes back to Ermadou, comes back to get it. Pass down to Obner. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. And Anastasia Williams. She gets the bucket to go. She has 12 points on the day. She stands at 6'1". She's been battling down low very good all day. The Red Hawks have had a hard time stopping her.
Three possessions in a row where the Red Hawks dribbled up the floor and without a single pass drove to the basket. Jump ball was the call, so Bridgeport with it.
Pass into Obner. Red Hawks with a full court press. She picks up her dribble, but Brookfield with nice hustle gets it right back and reverse layup, lays it in. But Nicole Johnson passes it off to Williams again. She gets fouled.
Foul called on number 4, CeCe James. Second personal.
Foul's going to be on CeCe James, her second personal. Team second as well. So Williams going to the line to shoot 2. She sinks her first. So substitution for the Purple Knights. Miley coming back in. And she hits her second at well, so that extends the lead to 8. 7 minutes left here to play in the fourth quarter. Red Hawks down by 8. CeCe James passes it over to Miller. Passes it off to Brookfield. She steps back, tries to pull it for the 3. It's no good, but CeCe James gets it back. Shot clock resets. She drives through the paint. She throws it up, but again, no good. Williams with the rebound. Miley gets the ball. Ovner pass it to Ovner. Pass it back to Ovner up top. She shoots, no good. Red Hawks get the rebound. So CeCe James passes it off. Tay Andrews with the spin move, can't finish. Seems to be the pattern for the day for the Red Hawks. So under 6 minutes left here to play. Miley with the ball for the Purple Knights up top. She passes it off. Passes it over to Ovner. She gets the screen from her teammate. Miley drives to the middle. She pulls it up, and she hits the jump shot. So lead goes to 10, 70-60. Miley has 16 points on the day. So Tay Andrews, she drives to the hoop, looks for the open shot, and again can't finish. So a give and go, down to Ovner. They can't get it. And Emily Miller with the rebound. She passes it off to her teammate, Brookfield. She tries to drive again all the way. She puts it up, and she can finish this time. So 24 points for Brookfields. Cuts the lead to 8. 4:50 left here to play in the game. So Miley passes it to Ovner. She passes it to the other Ovner. Passes it to Williams. She passes it back up top. Miley pulled up for the jumper. No good. James with a long bounce pass to her teammate, Emily Miller. She finishes.
Threaded the needle on that pass. And a smart move for the bounce pass as well.
So lead down to 6, 70-64. Purple Knights with the ball. 4:05 left here to play in the game. Redhawks not giving up quite yet. Nicole Johnson passes off to Ovner. She drives in the middle, and it's going to be a traveling violation in the paint. So Redhawks ball. Hopefully they can get some momentum going off of that play. So Redhawks ball. CeCe James with it up top. She passes it up to Tay Andrews. She passes it off to Emily Miller. She drives in the paint, and she gets the roll. Redhawks trying to get something going here. 70-66. 17 points for her. So Miley with the ball. Pass it up to LeBlanc Florent. And it's going to be a double dribble call. Another turnover.
LeBlanc Florent wants an explanation on that one, but she clearly was dribbling the ball, and whether she intended to pick up the ball or not, it definitely did get pinned between her hand and her leg. It stopped the dribble itself, and when she went to put the ball back down on the floor, that's a double dribble every day.
Redhawks trying to build up their momentum here. Taya Andrews looks like she has an open lane. She gets fouled. It's going to be on Vonley. It's going to be her third personal. Team second.
Third personal. Team foul number 3.
It's actually going to be the third team foul. So Andrews going to the line to shoot 2. And she sinks it, cuts the lead to 3. And she sinks her second as well, so the lead is now back to 2. 76-8, we got a close game here, 3:13 left to play. Redhawks had a nice little surge to come back and bring it within 2. So Miley with the ball up top, looking at the screen from Ovner, being guarded very tightly by Fields. Ovner gets the ball back again, passes it down to LeBlanc Florent. Miley tries to drive, pulls up, and Vonley, the 6'5" center, gets the ball to go.
That breaks an 8-point streak for the Redhawks.
The lane clears out. Fields had an open look but couldn't finish. So LeBlanc Florent passes it off. Miley gets the ball back up top, passes it down to Ovner. LeBlanc Florent again. She pulls up for the jumper and she sinks it. Lead goes back to 6. Taya Andrews with the 3. No good. Purple Knights get the ball.
Purple Knights pick it up. Setting up the play. There's a pass over to the far side. Ovner into the corner. LeBlanc Florent passes back up. And a Redhawks foul on the reach-in. Stops the clock at 1:42 to play. Again, the Purple Knights with a 74-68 lead. Purple Knights with the ball under their own basket. Red Hawks did go on an 8-point streak. And now the Knights back with 2 consecutive field goals with possession here as well. Miley sets up the play over to Avner, and now around to LeBlanc for Florent. From the elbow, Avner hits, and the Purple Knights back out to an 8-point lead. 1:20 to go. James brings it up the floor, dribbles into the paint, tries the reverse lay-in, underhand scoop, it's good. And the score is 76-70, 1:09 to play. Miley brings it across midcourt, almost loses it, and a reaching foul on CeCe James. That's the team 4th, and the 3rd for James. Substitution for the Red Hawks. Kinsey Brandt comes in for Taya Andrews. 1:04 is on the clock. Avner, the inbounds passer, she gets it into Miley. Miley over to LeBlanc Florent. Back up top. Pass underneath here to Vonley. Back out, Miley misses. Loose ball towards the baseline, and that's out of bounds. Red Hawks ball. Stops the clock, 47.2 seconds to play, and it's timeout. Purple Knights on top, 76-70. We'll step aside. You're watching Roberts Wesleyan basketball here on RWCSN.
Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what if I told you there's a decision? And I made one, you see. Because I came to Roberts Wesleyan College, I found a better me.
And we're back here at the Baller Athletic Center for the Roberts Wesleyan Red Hawks women's basketball game. 76-70, Red Hawks down by 6 with 47.2 left to play in the 4th quarter. It's been a very hard-fought game by both teams. We'll see how the game finishes up here.
And the Purple Knights coming into this game with a 2-game losing streak.
So we'll see what the coach tried to call here for the Red Hawks. See if they get something. Tay just gets a long pass down low. She puts it up and gets fouled. Foul's going to be on Evelyn Avner. Her 3rd personal, 4th team. Tay Andrews going to the line to shoot 2. She sinks her first, cuts the lead to 5. Kinsey Brandt back in the game for the Red Hawks. And she hits her second, so 4-point lead for the Purple Knights.
Red Hawks do not need to foul here, though. Foul here called on Taya Andrews.
Foul called on number 5, Taya Andrews, first personal, team foul for 5.
That's the team 5th foul for the Red Hawks, so free throws coming up for the Purple Knights.
So Miley going to be going to the line for the Purple Knights. Misses her first. She hits her second. So 5-point lead, 38 seconds left to play here in the game. Brookfield's pushing the ball up the floor. She goes for the three-pointer, and she hits it.
Fields hit it, so now it's a 2-point game, 77-75. Whistle stops play with 29.7 seconds. With a foul on CeCe James, her fourth, and 2 shots coming up for Miley. If Miley misses at least one of these, the Redhawks are still only 1 possession down. Score is now 78-75. She makes this, Redhawks are going to need a quick basket and a foul again. If she misses, well, she makes it, so 29.7 seconds to work with for the Redhawks. They need a quick basket, though they don't need a 3. They're down by 4 points. There's a 3 put up, though, and she hits it! Brooke Fields knocks it down. Redhawks trail by 1, 79-78. Whistle stops play, 24.4 seconds to go. Reminder, this is a double feature for you here tonight. It's University of Bridgeport, the Purple Knights here taking on Roberts Wesleyan Redhawks. And after this game, go right back to our website, athletics.roberts.edu, for the men's contest. That will start at approximately 25 to 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game. When you go to the website, up at the top, you'll see a tab labeled Upcoming Events. You click right on that. You'll see the listings for tonight's contest, and under the men's game, a video icon. Click on that. That'll bring you right to our YouTube page, where you can view the stream for the men's game. Coming up next for the Redhawks is another home game, the third of a 4-game homestand, which will be next week on the 8th as the Redhawks taking on the Queens Knights. Tip-off scheduled for 5 o'clock. And then to conclude that homestand is a game on the 11th at home, of course, at 1 o'clock against LIU Post before the Redhawks take a 3-game road swing and conclude the season on the 25th of February against Damon.
So Brookfield with the foul for the Redhawks on Miley. That's going to send her to the line.
Foul called on number 12, Brookfield's 3rd personal.
It's her 3rd personal, team 5th. And she hits her first. So 2-point game, 80-78.
Still a 1-possession game, even if she hits this. And Fields has hit back-to-back 3-pointers.
And she misses her second. Brookfield pulls the ball up the floor. Let's see if she can get a shot off. She drives. She goes. She puts it up. And it's good. She ties the game up with 11 seconds left to play.
Do not foul.
And there is going to be a foul called.
Timeout's taken.
It'll be a timeout. The referee did put his fist up as if it was a foul, but Bridgeport definitely did call a timeout. Jen Carlton, the head coach, and after she called the timeout and the referee had his hand up, she's like, you called the foul. But no, it is a timeout. Prior to the foul, stops the clock at 6.2 seconds.
So we'll keep it here.
Now the Purple Knights do have 4 team fouls. So if for whatever reason there is any sort of defensive foul in the remaining 6.2 seconds for either team, free throws will be shot. And that's a hard call if you're the referee to send the game to the free throw line.
Steve, we might be looking at another overtime game here. We've been watching some good basketball over the last 2 days.
That we have.
All right.
Student section on their feet.
6.2 seconds left. Purple Knights ball, passes it in. And it's a miss, no good. CC James with the ball. So the clock is stopped with 0.8 seconds left.
Referees will converge to see if they can add any more time on the clock. Because Gary Andrews called a timeout as soon as James picked up that ball and had complete possession of it. And at least another 1.5 seconds ran off before they actually stopped the clock. So we'll see if they're going to add any more time. Right now, 0.8 seconds remain. They're going to add 1 second, so 1.8 seconds on the clock. It really doesn't get much more exciting than this. The Red Hawks were down 70-60, and now it's an 80-80 game. On the floor for the Red Hawks, Taya Andrews, Emily Miller, Lucy Coveley, CC James, and Brooke Fields.
All right. So Red Hawks ball. Baseball pass in to Emily Miller. She tries to throw it up. No good.
We're going to overtime.
We are going into overtime, folks. So we're going to go to a break here. You are watching Roberts Wesleyan women's basketball at the Baller Athletic Center. We'll be back in a moment.
Every day there is a decision. One that can, of course, change the course of this destination we call our future. Decisions come from moments. And in those moments at Roberts Wesleyan College, we acknowledge a vision that works out to a better way to be living. But what if I told you there's a decision? And I made one, you see. Because I came to Roberts Wesleyan College, I found a better me.
Back here at the Baller Athletic Center for the Roberts Wesleyan Red Hawks women's basketball game. We're about to go into overtime. It's a tie game, 80-80, playing the University of Bridgeport Purple Knights. So there's going to be another 5 minutes on the clock.
Each team will have 1 timeout. And again, the Red Hawks with 5 fouls, the Purple Knights with 4.
So Emily Miller going up against the 6'5" center for the Purple Knights, Vonley. For the tip-off. And the Purple Knights win the tip-off. So Miley passes it over to Obner. Miley passing around back to Obner again. Blanc-Thorne gets the ball up top. Pass it back to Miley. Johnson for a three-pointer, hits the rim, but it bounces right back to Miley. So they're going to get a second chance here for a bucket. I'm going to pass it to Blanc-Thorne. Miley pulls up for the jumper. No good. Andrews gets the rebound for the Red Hawks. Bounce pass to Emily Miller, but she loses it and it goes out of bounds. She was not happy about that, letting that go through her hands. So 4:10 left here to play in overtime. Still waiting for the first bucket. Score tied at 80. Pass back to LeBlanc Florent. She misses. Ball ends up in the hands of Taya Andrews. She's going one-on-one with a defender, and looks like there's going to be a blocking foul on the Purple Knights.
Foul called on number 10, Orly.
It's going to be on LeBlanc Florent for the Purple Knights. It's going to be her third, team fifth. It's going to send Taya Andrews to the line. Shoot free throws. She sinks her first. So Louisa Obner coming back in the game for the Purple Knights. Purple Knights definitely have the height advantage on the floor. They have two girls over 6 feet tall. But Taya Andrews hits her second. So Red Hawks up by 2. 3:48 left here to play, 82-80. Miley with the ball, she goes around, she actually pulls it back out, tries to get the screen from Obner, passes it to her, she passes it down to Vonley, and it's gonna be called a jump ball.
Great hands by Emily Miller, getting her hands down in there, and the Red Hawks will get it on the possession arrow.
Emily Miller's been playing very well against a defender that's significantly taller than her. So Brookfield with the ball. And passes it to CeCe James, back up to Brookfield, hits the rim, no good on the three. Miley quickly picks it up for the Purple Knights. She goes one-on-one with Brookfield, tries to put it up, no finish, and CeCe James gets it. So she's pushes it up the floor, tries to take it all the way. No good, but there's going to be a foul called. She's going to go to the line.
Evelyn Obner looking shocked at that. She didn't have her hands up.
42, Evelyn Obner.
That's her fourth personal.
2 shots more.
Fifth team. So CeCe James at the line to shoot 2. See if she can extend the lead beyond 2. She sinks the first one, extends the lead to 3. Anastasia Williams coming back in for the Purple Knights. James misses her second. So 83-80 Red Hawks, 2:50 left here to play in overtime. Very good basketball game going. Obner with the ball up top. She passes back up to Miley. Obner trying to set the screen for her so she can drive to the hoop. She gets rejected by Lucy Covey, but gets the ball back. Anastasia Williams tried to put up, she got fouled. Red Hawks did not like that call, but she will be going to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Foul called on number 12, Brooke Fields.
Foul's going to be on Brooke Fields. That's going to be her fourth personal, so she's going to have to start playing a little careful so she doesn't want to foul out here in overtime. It's going to be the team fifth.
And Fields has 32 points for this Red Hawks team today. Not that any other players can't score, because pretty much any player on this team can score, but it's been Brooke Fields tonight. And of course, if it's going to come down to the wire, who's getting the rock? Fields.
So Williams misses her second. So the lead stays at 2, 83-81, 2:24 left to play. James has the ball, bringing up the court for the Red Hawks. Looks like they're trying to clear out the lane for James, but Taya Andrews gets the ball back up. She drives, puts it up, and finishes it. Lead goes to 4. So Obner with the ball. She passes it up to Nicole Johnson. Miley gets it up top. She drives, but there's going to be a foul call. Looks like it's going to be on Brooke Fields. That might be her 5th right there.
Foul called on number 5, Taya
No, it's going to be on
Andrews,
Taya
second
Andrews. It's going to be her 2nd personal.
I think Fields thought it was on her as well because she started walking towards the bench. And when they said Taya Andrews, she kind of did a curtsy spin, if you will.
She's like, yeah, I'll stay. So Cameron Miley at the line. She sinks her first, so that cuts the lead to 3. And she sinks her second too. So that cuts the lead to 2. 1:55 left here to play. Redhawks on top. CeCe James passes it to Tay Andrews. They clear out the lane. She does a spin move, puts it up, and in the basket. So the Redhawks keep it at 4. 1:40 left to play. Purple Knights almost lost it right there. Miley gets it back up top. Miley trying to look for an open lane, can't quite get it. She drives baseline, and there's going to be another foul called.
Unfortunate foul for the Redhawks. There are 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Foul called on number 21, Lucy Copley.
It's going to be on Lucy Copley. It's going to be her 3rd personal.
2 shots at the line.
And she does get the first one to roll in, so 87-84. It's going to be a 1-possession game if she sinks it or not. She does. Leads cut to 2, 87-85. That gives her 24 points on the day. So the 2nd highest scorer on the floor behind Brooke Fields. So 1:10 left here to play in overtime. Redhawks up by 2. CeCe James with the ball up top. Looking to run down the clock a little bit. And now she's on the move. Passes it off to Tay Andrews. She drives, puts it up. Can't quite finish. Emily Miller tries to put it up, and she gets fouled. That was very much needed. So that will send her. That will send her to the free throw line to shoot 2. The foul is going to be on Anastasia Williams, her 3rd personal. And she hits her first. Puts the lead back to 3. Kinsey Brandt coming back in.
In place of Brooke Fields as well, knowing that they're going to go back on defense. They do not want Fields to foul.
And Emily Miller easily hits her 2nd.
Emily Miller for
so 2-possession game now, 89-85, 50 seconds left to play. Pass to Umner, Purple Knights. Johnson gets it back up top to Miley. Back to Umner. And the ball goes out of bounds, but it's going to stay Purple Knight ball.
Bridgeport basketball.
Now, if you notice, Brandt is almost playing, we call it glue defense on LeBlanc Florent. Unless she's extreme help side, she is sticking on her, not allowing her to get a shot off.
And she does have the ball up top, and she is playing her very, very closely.
5 seconds on the shot clock.
And there's going to be a foul called on her. She is down on the floor.
Foul called on number 13, Kinsey Brandt.
It's going to be on Kinsey Brandt, her 1st personal. LeBlanc Florent slowly being pulled back up off the floor. She's going to be sent to the free throw line to shoot 2.
2 shots ball.
Now, no matter what happens on these free throws, you have to imagine that the Purple Knights, unless they can get a takeaway on the inbounds pass, if she makes the 2nd, they're going to be fouling.
Absolutely. sinker first. So the lead gets cut to 3.
Fields comes back in for Brandt.
And she hits her second as well. So lead is cut to 2. 89-87 Redhawks. 26 seconds exactly left to play. Redhawks have the ball.
Now, if you're the Redhawks, who do you want taking these free throws?
So James gets fouled by Miley very quickly.
Cameron Miley, second person.
Only Miley's
2 shots at the line.
second.
For CC James.
CC James going to be going to the line. 23.2 seconds on the clock. And she sinks it. And she hits a second as well. So that makes it a 2-possession game, 4-point lead, 91-87 Redhawks, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout here. So we're going to keep you here. It looks like it's going to be a short timeout.
Now the Redhawks, they really weren't shooting well from the free throw line through the first half of this game. In the second half, they've really started to settle in. And now hold the 4-point lead, 91-87. Again, this is overtime.
Okay, so Purple Knights with the ball. Passing to LeBlanc Florent. 20 seconds on the clock. Pass it off to Miley, pass it into Williams. Big center down low, and she does finish. So it's 91-89. And we're going to have another timeout here.
This one taken by the Redhawks. Redhawks with the lead, 91-89, 14.4 seconds to go. And you got to imagine that he's drawing up a play here to where they can inbound the pass and try to avoid a foul. Take up as much time off that clock as you can. And again, the next game for the Redhawks is another home game. 4 straight home games for the Redhawks. This one against Bridgeport is their second, but the next one is on the 8th next week against Queens. Tip-off scheduled for 5.
So Redhawks with the pass in. Brookfield gets the ball. And a quick foul by Nicole Johnson. That's going to send Brookfield to the line.
Johnson. Second person.
That's Johnson's second personal.
At the line.
So Brookfield could really put the game away here if she can sink both of these free throw shots. She misses the first.
And here comes in their 3-point shooter, LeBlanc Florent. She really hasn't been extremely effective tonight, but she's their go-to.
She does hit her second, so that makes it a 3-point game, 92-89. 12 seconds exactly on the clock. 3-point game. Purple Knights with the inbound pass. Miley pulling the ball up the floor. You know they're going to be looking for a 3-pointer, of course. LeBlanc Florent passes it off to Miley. She drives past it back up to LeBlanc Florent. She launches one. And it It's no good. So the Roberts Wesleyan Redhawks come away with the win, 92-89 in overtime. They were down, and then they came back right around somewhere in the second half, and they finished it off well. You are at the Voller Athletic Center watching Roberts Wesleyan Redhawks women's basketball, and we will be back here shortly for the men's basketball game against the University of Bridgeport.
But before then, we're going to have a post-game interview with head coach Gary Andrews. Hopefully, we'll get his thoughts on the game and the overtime victory, and we'll try to look at some post-game stats as well. So keep it right here before switching over to the men's broadcast. We'll be back in a moment here on RWCSN.
We're back here at the Voller Athletic Center with women's head basketball coach Gary Andrews. The women's team just came off a 92-89 win in overtime against the University of Bridgeport Purple Knights. So, Coach, there was a couple lead changes throughout the game. Both teams played very well. The Redhawks, they had a couple of possessions there where, you know, they really just couldn't finish. Right. What do you think was the biggest thing that made them finish it out in overtime?
Well, in overtime, I think we had them a little tired. We were able to attack. They put number 42 was kind of slow on Taya. And we thought they weren't going to leave Brooke. They weren't going to leave Lucy since they're such good shooters. So we're going to drive it, see if she can get the rim. If they helped, we had shooters in the corner, and we got so many girls that can shoot, and they didn't give up the threes. But I thought our defense, you know, the second half, we played a lot better defense. First half, our defense wasn't any good at all, but we went man-to-man, and we battled, and Bridgeport's a good team, and, you know, it was a great win. You know, we're down 6 with like 40-some seconds to go, and the forced overtime, that was a great job.
Absolutely, I agree. We did notice that Sarah Nady, one of your starters, she was on the bench, and she wasn't in a lot of the game. Was she hurt, or was there something happening?
She just has the flu or some cold. She's just not feeling really not very well at all. So she tried to tough it out. It was hard for her, so we just figured if we had to use her in the second half, we were going to try, but we were going to try if we didn't have to. And we got in a good groove there. We didn't really want to sub that much.
Absolutely, understand. Very well played game, hard fought. Congratulations. Thank you for giving us a couple minutes of your time.
Okay, thank you.
All right.